Hi, I'm just gonna give you guys a little breakdown of the trades that I've been looking at for the week, which is gold, US30, and also Nasdaq. I'm just gonna give you guys a little breakdown on that, and also just touch upon ICC, trading with the swings, trading with the trend, and just making good trading decisions. I'll start with gold. Close to gold last week. I'll start with gold. Um, I just want to point out that gold has given us a new indication for gold. Now, what I'm gonna explain because someone requested. I'm gonna explain what happened last week, and then I'm gonna explain what you expect to see this week on gold. So last week on gold, we were looking for a sell under these levels because let me mark this out. So last week on gold, we were looking for sales under these levels because price was making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, right? So price makes a low here, makes another low here, respecting structures, then here another low. So what we see here is price made a low here, made a lower high, lower low, sorry, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So with that being said, we were expecting price to correct itself. We got that correction. Price was expecting these highs, and we were expecting price to sell under these levels during session. So when session came, price was under this level around New York session, and we took a sell position here on gold with stop loss being just above these levels. And then here's where everything got interesting. So we noticed the price comes in, and if you zoom down a little bit, you'll see the price make this high. Then we go down to the 30 minutes time frame. We realize that price kind of made this high, then made this new low here on the 15 minutes time frame. Sorry. So you notice price kind of made this high, then made this low, then made a lower high, right? Then makes a lower low. Now this is the bearish trend starting to build on the 15 minutes time frame, which was good, And let me even go down smaller time frame where it makes even more sense. Yeah. So price comes in, makes this low, right? Makes this high, respecting previous structure. So we have a lower high here. So price was starting to build off a bearish trend under these levels where we want to sell. So it was very encouraging. And that's why we were in a sell position. So after price made this low, price makes let's say price make the low, and price makes let's say this high here, then makes a new low. Then price comes again and makes, I would say, another high, respecting previous highs. You can also call this all the same thing, but let's just say this 5 minutes time frame. Makes its previous high, then ends up around here, making a new low, high, lower high, then makes a new low here, making this here, making being the lower high, and then this is the new low. Then price does something interesting. Price comes on and takes out this level, and that's where. And also remember, this was range session, and if you go to the higher time frame, it was just ranging. If you look at the higher time frame, it was just ranging. Oh, that's why. Look at that. It was just ranging, and that was weird. So that's the reason why we came down to smaller time frame to see what's actually going on. And that is when we realized, okay, price is playing that move here where it makes this new high, giving you that indication that price buyers might be starting to get into this market. This doesn't mean that we're starting to start taking buys. It just means that we should just be aware that buyers are starting to come into the market, right? For us to confirm that indeed buyers are in the market, we need to see price build that bullish momentum, which is that higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So we got this new indication, and we just knew maybe buyers trying to come into the market. Then price gives this correction, and then makes a new high, and that confirms that indeed buyers are starting to come into the market. And that is when we marked out this area saying, hey, price back above this level is looks bullish. I said, hey, price back above this level is bullish, right? So this was my level where price takes out this level, makes give me an indication that saying, hey, above this level I can go this high. Corrects itself, gives me another indication to the upside, telling me, hey, above this level I can go this high and I can go this high. So after the correction, I knew that as long as this low are being respected back above this level, because this low becomes a swing low. So back above this level, price can be bullish. So when price came back above this level, that is when we knew that our sell trade initially taken here has can now be called invalid because it doesn't seem to be playing out. And we can consider that also as an invalid trade because we have clearly seen price starting to build bullish structures here on the small time frame. That's why we took a buy here on gold and just we didn't expect this news to do this, but we just took a buy on gold and boom, the rest is history. So right now, what are we seeing on gold and what are we kind of expecting to see on gold? I'll clear this up. What we expect to see on gold right now, just like I explained, gold has given a new indication. Remember, made a low, lower high, lower low, made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If price is trending downside, it should be respecting structures, it should be respecting swing highs and swing lows. But in this case, price has taken out this swing highs, which is our new indication of price telling us that hey, it wants to go higher. Hey, buyers are starting to come into the market. So we're gonna mark this level out because this is the previous high that price took out. So this level is where it gets interesting. So we're just gonna wait for price to. There's not enough information right now on how you want exactly how you want to approach this market. But we're just gonna wait for price to do its thing. Let's see if we can get some correction. If we can get some correction back down here, if if um if we can get some correction back down here, then maybe we can start looking for buys and that bullish momentum to come in, and then we can buy it back above here and just target higher, right? But right now, prices give us an indication. The indication is not over. Price may still be going further up, so we just want to be patient and all that. I know some people are already in this trade, this one, saying, hey, above here, price can go higher and all that, but this isn't a clear trade. It isn't clean, and it's not one I think anyone would want to be in. But if you want to be in it, cool, but I won't be in this. I'll just wait for price to do its thing and then give me a collection for us to then choose how you want to approach. So right now we have a new indication on gold. I'm just waiting for that indication to complete, see a correction, and then we can get back in on the continuation. For though is interesting. Um, Let me just talk about US30. US30 and Nasdaq move similar. So I'll talk about US30. US30 did something very interesting. Now, if you go to the daily time frame, what are you gonna see? You're gonna see the price on the daily time frame comes here and hits this hits this very interesting resistance, long-term resistance back, and then price hits it, rejects, and then takes out this low. That is what the daily time frame tells us. We got the high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and price comes in, takes out this low. That's what the daily time frame tells you. That's the daily time frame story. Then if you come to the 4 hours, beautiful. Price makes this high, right? Gives this correction here, and then gives this new indication right above here. Corrects itself. We took a trade here that week. That was 2 weeks ago or something. Took a trade here, and we took price all the way back up, right? And then price hits this resistance, and then takes out all these lows, suggesting to us that this is a new indication, correct? So now we got a new indication from price. You just want to mark out this level. on 4-hour time frame though. You want to mark out this level on 4-hour time frame, because this level becomes a new this is a new indication of price telling you that it wants to go lower. The price indicating towards that it wants to go lower. Now price did make an interesting play, but I just wasn't paying attention last week. But price did make a very interesting play. So here's the play. Price comes um price comes let's spread this out a bit. So price comes and hits the resistance, right? Rejects resistance, and then this is where price takes out. Price, remember, this is a high. Price makes this low, makes a lower high here, and then takes out this low. This is giving us a new indication under these levels. The price didn't correct itself much, but makes a new low, giving us another indication under these levels. Then price, this is the play. This is where price corrects itself, respects this previous high, and then back under this level. This is where we should have been in the sell trade, because this was also doing session on Thursday. But under these levels, price corrects itself under these levels, and then boom, price sells off beautifully. But I wasn't paying attention, so I'm never going to say it's true. But right now, we have seen price has given us yet a new low under this level, which is also an indication. So we kind of wait for price to correct itself back into this level, and just wait for that bullish moment, a bearish momentum to start kicking in, for us to then get in rise, getting sales under these levels again, and just to keep taking price lower. But in US30, all the time frame kind of correlates right now, makes sense. Also, if you go to that daily time frame again, uh, mm, not much anyways. I'll just say all the time frame kind of correlates that sellers are signs coming to the market, and we just want to be looking for sales. Nasdaq, they says the same thing. The Nasdaq, you come to the daily time frame, you see that hey, price give above here is an indication for price telling you where it wants to go. So we are expecting some correction, right? That is the story of the daily time frame. Just telling you the story time. I'm just telling you guys the daily time frame story. Price gives, so rejects back above here, makes an indication from price telling us, hey, above here I can go this high. Now we expect some corrections to come in. Go down to the 4-hour time frame. You see price will be building that higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the way up here, and then price takes out all these lows, suggesting to you that maybe sellers are starting to come into the market. And as we are expecting to see sales price come on back on that. We're expecting to see price correct itself for us to get into buys. So this move makes sense. And then this is the 4-hour time frame story. And if you go down to, let's say, the 2-hour time frame, you're gonna see that okay, I already know that I'm expecting some sales from price all the way down, back down here, right? So you just want to see if you can catch sales. So you have a lot of levels where price can correct itself back to, price can correct itself back all the way here, because this is also of that indication. Price can also correct itself back just here. It is also that indication. So you just want to wait for price to correct itself, and remember, you want to see that bullish, bearish pressure start to build after price corrects itself into these levels. You want to see that bearish pressure start to build itself in the smaller time frame, maybe like the 15 minutes time frame or something like that. You want to see that bearish pressure where price starts making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs start to come in on that, around this area during after the correction. You want to see that bearish pressure start to build back in here, and that is when you want to now take a sell when price gets under these levels, or under these levels, or wherever price may be. It just depends. But for now, you just want to wait for price to correct itself, and then for that bearish pressure to start to come in. And when it starts coming in, you just want to wait for price to get under a level where sales have control, and just take a sell and targets here or low. Now, another interesting pair I have on my watch list is USDJPY. showing something really interesting for me, and that's why I have it on my list. Then, and this is why I have it here. So if you go to the daily time frame, you're gonna see that generally it's on an uptrend, right? It hasn't taken out lows yet, so it's on an uptrend. And also, if you go this here, it is building that uptrend. You see that higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So it is an uptrend. Now, in the most recent place, price makes a new high, taking out this level, showing us that hey, above here, price can go this high and respecting this level. Even though price has already hit this major resistance level here, but it is still maintaining that bullish pressure. Now, when you go to the 4-hour time frame, what you're gonna find out on the 4-hour time frame is that above here is also tells you that hey, above here price can be bullish, right? Price can be bullish. Remember, this low is still being respected. This low being the low that caused this high to happen. So this new high to happen. So this, even though price may have taken out sellers here, price may have taken out some buyers here, taken out buyers here, but the bullish trend is still valid, right? So we go to the 2-hour time frame, and we go to the 2-hour time frame, and we look at this, and we just see that price is also kind of building. Just the correction doesn't, this correction here is just news. It isn't structured in any way, or so it just news, and there's no structure. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but I'm just saying it's not structured. And that being said, price is bullish. Price is making bullish structures. This can be called a correction, and I just want to see if we can see that bullish pressure start to build back above here. I actually do think you may not understand this, but I actually do think this is also a level where if I can see it, this is risky, but if we see that bullish momentum start to build back up here into these levels, this might also be a very good buy to just take price all the way back up here. But in general, USDJPY is a bullish trend right now, and this can just keep going up, and that's what we're kind of looking at right now. So this is my analysis for gold, NAS, US30, and additionally USDJPY. Hope it makes sense for you guys, and yeah, see you guys. Hope you guys had a good week. If you're not in the Telegram channel where I call trades for free, I send all my setups for free. It's not actually a signal channel, I would say. I will just say it's a place where I send out all my signals I take in my own personal account. So if you want to catch my trades that I take in my own personal account, you can join the Telegram channel. The link is going to be in the description for you to just join and learn something from my trades. And just, I hope you learn. I hope you learn. It's all for free. Anyways, enjoy your time, and yeah, goodbye.